Hey everyone, welcome to Bariatrics and Tips. I am Michelle, your hostess with the mostest. Welcome to a special edition of our recipe demonstration. I'm sorry we had a scheduling conflict for tomorrow, and rather than cancel it, here it is. We're gonna make something really amazing for you today. We are making taco and pizza wonton cups. Wonton cups are amazing. They are perfect portion control. They have crunch and decadence, and it will make you wanting more. They are also a really great thing to serve for your upcoming Super Bowl tailgate party. You can make the theme to fit anything. I'm showing you pizza and taco today, but you could even do cheeseburger, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Please say hi to my camera girl, Maya. Say hi, Maya.
Hi.
Maya is going to let me know if there are any questions or concerns or anything. If you see a gadget or have a question about ingredients or methods or anything, please make sure you ask, because my gal Maya will let me know, okay? One of the things that we have in common is that we have all had weight loss surgery, or we're gearing up to have weight loss surgery. But even if that doesn't fit the bill, even if you're striving for overall health and wellness, whether you're trying to combat a diabetic diagnosis, doesn't matter, you're in the right place. So thanks for being here. We're gonna be going all over the place here today because I wanna be able to give the oven proper baking time without having you twirl your thumbs, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put in the oven my wonton cups, but then as they're cooking for the next 6 minutes, I'm gonna show you how I did it, okay? So Maya, come on over. Are there any questions or concerns so far? Maya, can you please look alive? The girl looks like she's the Walking Dead. She's done a whole lot of nothing today. All right, so sneak peek. These are going into the oven for the first 6 out of 9 minutes. I am gonna put the timer on, and then I'm gonna show you how I did it. All right, come on over here. So we've got our toppings. Let me get my water out of the way. Here's the wonton cups, actually. Nice and crunchy. Whoops, one's on the floor. Do not attempt this in your own home. And here comes the dog. Okay, so come on over here, Maya. I need you front and center. And there's the dog eating the crumbs off the floor. The first thing that you want to start off with are wonton wrappers. You can get this in the produce section at your local grocery store. I know for me locally, my grocery store is Meijer, and they have it in the corner area of the produce section where like the mushrooms are and all the soy products like tofu. So that's where they are. They also have wonton wrappers, which are bigger. They're like the equivalent of 4 of these. But so if they don't have these and they have the wonton wrappers, you could buy those and cut them into 4s, okay? So let's start off over here. Come on around, Maya. Let's see what you got. All right, hey, Misty is on. Thank you for being here. First thing that you wanna do is you wanna spray your muffin tin. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, can I use a mini muffin tin? And the answer is sure, you can do whatever you want. But I recommend using a regular size muffin tin because you need surface area, okay? Oh, hi, Melissa, thank you. Make sure you use whatever you want, but the reason I use a normal size is because you want an adequate amount of surface area. Otherwise, you're gonna be piling things into this bad boy and it's gonna get yucky and soggy and it's gonna be hard to stuff into your mouth, okay? So here we go. Let's spray it. Don't be ashamed to really spray it. These are really, really easy to maneuver. Maya, will you focus on, what are you doing? Oh, all right. So look, they're square. They're kind of floury on both sides. I am gonna make 6 of them, I think. So you wanna press them in, and Maya, if you can get kind of a shot as to what I'm doing here, you're gonna kind of mush them in and make sure that they're on here pretty good. Here, we'll put a few more on there. In the oven, I actually have a square muffin tin. It's actually a Brownie Bites muffin tin, and I really like using the square ones too because it gives me even more surface area to make these wonderful, yummy nibbly bits. Okay, here, I'll show you the square. Look at the square ones. Pretty cool. And they are crunchy. You can see they're super delicious. It's got, on a scale of 1 to 10 crunch quotient, it's got an 11. It's absolutely amazing. Okay, so we are going to get these in there really nice. Okay, you talked me into it. I'll do 3 more. You know, I probably should just do the whole 10. They're actually nice to keep in like a bag in the cupboard too, so if I need a crunch fix, I can totally just crunch on one, and I've done that several times today. Let me put 3 more in here, and then I am going to quick talk about the nutrition value of these wonderful wonton cups. But it's very, very easy to press those in. There we go. Here's our 12. The last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray these. The spray is gonna help them become golden brown and crispy. And so, okay, so let's talk about these. There's 2 minutes left of my oven time. So the serving size is 3 wraps. So 3 of these guys. You are looking at 50 calories, 0 grams of fat, 11 grams of carb, and 2 grams of protein. So not a super duper protein source, but a really great way to have something decadent that can hold the protein source, okay? So let's go ahead and get these ready. So I told you we've got them sprayed. You can also maybe lightly spray them with sea salt or garlic powder, depending on your theme. If you were making like a cheeseburger theme, you could even sprinkle some sesame seeds on those. That would be delicious as well. I also have, if you want to come over here, I probably should turn it on. I had some hamburger meat or some taco meat cooking, and I do have to get it. You can let's see what Misty says. These are great with a little bit of sea salt, cut into strips. Yes, salad idea, great idea, Misty, for sure. Agree 100%. One of the things that I want to talk about while this is getting ready is, remember, when we're dealing with small food, you have to deal with small food. So let's come over here for a second. I want to show you the toppings that we have prepared. For the pizza, I've got diced green onion, and you can see finely diced green onion because small food needs small condiments. The same thing with green pepper. This is cut up turkey pepperoni, and I can show you that. I could not find the small ones, so this is just regular turkey pepperoni, and it's nicely cut up. Small food, small surface area. Then I've got, for the pizza ones, I have homemade shredded Munster cheese. Munster cheese has a really awesome melty factor. Hold on one second. We're gonna switch gears. Come on over here, Maya, so I can show and tell. All right, so this is the first part. Let me turn the timer off. This is where we're doing a million things at once, okay? Look in here, Maya. Pay attention. All right, so you can see that these are cooking. This is the first 6 minutes. What we need to do is we need to spray it a little bit more. So I just go in and I spray. This is what's gonna give them a nice little golden brown bath. And then they're gonna go in the oven for another 3 minutes. Along the lines of the toppings, with small toppings, I took the liberty of already making my taco meat. This is 96% ground beef. It has garlic and onion in it, but when I was done browning it, I went ahead and I ran it through the food processor to get it really, really small because we don't need a lot when we're making our wonton cups. We call this in my house, we call it's like Taco Bell meat because it's super, super fine, just like what they put in their tacos. It's already seasoned with my favorite taco seasoning, and it's ready to go. I'm just kind of reheating it for us here today. All right. So come on over back here. We will keep going on our toppings, you can come this way, Maya. Maya doesn't want to be anywhere near the food. For the taco section of our wonton cups, we've got Colby Jack cheese. We've got green olives, which actually should be over here with the pizza. We've got black olives, jalapenos, and we have avocado, which I tried really, really hard to get small and I couldn't. What is my favorite taco seasoning? Cindy asks. I have two kinds. I have one that I make from scratch, and then I have one that I don't make from scratch that I buy, and I believe the brand name is Tone, T-O-N-E. They sell it at Sam's Club. So if I'm running low on the homemade taco mix, and if you're interested in my taco seasoning mix, I will post my taco seasoning mix a little bit later. We're gonna have posts starting at, it's 4 o'clock now, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. 5 o'clock you'll have the wonton recipe, and then 6 o'clock and 7 o'clock some other wonton-y type dealios for you. And then I'll make sure I get that taco seasoning posted for you, okay? That way you have it, Cindy. All right, so now let's go back to over here and check on our, you can kind of see if you peek in there, they're getting a little warm and a little golden brown. They're looking decent, so they're not quite ready yet. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show you how to build these wonton cups. So that way we, in the essence of good time and space, we can kind of make them together. So come on over here, Maya. I do need you over here. All right, so let's put these on here and build these bad boys, shall we? All right, uniformity. Let's hear it for uniformity. So we'll do 1 row of taco and 1 row of pizza. Let's come over here real quick. Ooh, guys, I am juggling stuff. All right, hold on. Timer is out here. Come on over here, Maya. All right, so taco meat smells delish. I have got the littlest scoop that I have right here. And I am just taking, I think it's a 1 ounce scoop. So I am taking 1 scoop of taco meat for each wonton cup as my base. Okay, that's all I need. So my husband doesn't know this yet, but we will be having tacos sometime this week with this taco meat. All right, before I walk away, all right, let's look at these. These are ready to go. These look fantastic. See how nice and golden they are without being too burned? Now the idea, here I'm gonna put these in here. The idea with these cups is that you do want to let them cool just a little bit before you load them down with your toppings. So this is really good rehearsal for us. We will work on these before we can work on these. Kind of want to divide it up into a little bit. Just let them sit for 5 or 10 minutes, and then you can go ahead and start configuring them the way you want to do that. All right, so come on over. So we have got our taco ones, and then we've got pizza sauce. So a little bit of pizza sauce, a little dot, a little dab will do ya. 4 of each. All right. And then you can kind of start loading stuff down. Only put the stuff in there that you want to be subject to the heat of baking. I'm gonna mash all this down. Maya, you let me know if anyone's asking questions. What was that? Did you just burn yourself? Nice, that was good. I'm not paying you workers' comp. Are you okay? All right. All right, so let's do tacos first, okay? We've got our cheese. You're just taking a little, just enough to get the melty factor. All right. And then, let's see, with what did you do the cups? Do you mean like how did I bake them? I baked them in a muffin tin, but you can also look at this one. Is it Natasha that's asked that? I used a square muffin tin here, and you can see they're starting to cool, which is great. Are you okay? My daughter burned herself on the hot muffin tin. All right, so tacos, a few black olives. Again, this is just what I like, you guys. You put on what works for you. That is the beauty of these. Anything goes. It's just fantastic. And they're so, so delicious. So we're going to just keep going with the taco theme and get some jalapenos on there. I always like a little bit of heat. And all right, there we go. The avocado, I will wait until after they come out. And, oh, there's no dough in this. It's actually they're wonton wrappers. So here, take a look at those. Wonton wrappers. You can get them in the produce section at your grocery store. Okay, so we've got the taco ones done. Now let's flip it over and let's get some pizza. Actually, the onion is universal and can go on the taco ones and on the pizza. You're welcome, no problem. What is the crust made from when I go to the store? When you go to the store to look for the wonton wrappers, you're gonna go into the produce section where they keep, like, for me, they keep like the mushrooms and the tofu and all the meatless options. You will find packages of wonton wrappers as well as like egg roll wrappers. And can you freeze them after they are filled? I have never frozen them before, but I suspect you can totally do that because I think they would be great. You just want to be careful when you reheat them. I would probably reheat them on a raised baking rack or even the air fryer because you don't want them to get soggy. They could get soggy not in the refrigerator, probably be okay in the freezer. I would try it. You got nothing to lose. They just go so quickly in my house that I never have time to freeze them. But try it. It would probably work. It's actually a really good idea. All right, we're gonna keep going on our pizza. I've got green pepper. Again, you wanna make sure you're dicing your veggies and your toppings pretty small because there's not a lot of space in here. All right, I love green olives on my pizza. It's one of my favorites. So that's what's going on next. And then turkey pepperoni. Little bit. And then finally for the pizza, we're gonna top it with the cheese. I guess I could have put the cheese on first, but all you need is a little. You just want it a little melty on there. Is the oven on? Do I have something in the oven? No, I don't, do I? Oh, I do. I have the next batch. All right, so these are gonna go in. Let's do that. And then while those are cooking, let's go ahead and quickly spray these, just so we're doing double duty. All right, Mom. Okay, let's see what else we got. Focus over here. How many can you eat? What are the nutrition facts? Okay, let's talk about the nutrition facts real quick. I did say it at the beginning, but the serving size for the wonton wrappers are 3. 3 of them are 50 calories. 0 fat, 11 grams of carbs, and 2 grams of protein. Depending on what's in them, I can eat 2 or 3 of them without being what I call Thanksgiving full. My rule of thumb is I want to be 80% full, okay? I don't want to feel like I am Thanksgiving full by any means. I want to feel like I'm 80% full and then I'm just completely happy and satisfied, okay? So I hope I answered your question for that. So I am not giving you nutrition facts for the pizza or the taco because it is subject to what you are going to be putting it in yourself. So you can certainly figure out what, like for me, I did 1 ounce of ground beef and I can figure out what that is, and then I can go from there. The veggies I'm not so worried about, like the peppers and the onions. Even the olives, I'm not too worried. The cheese, if you're looking over maybe 3 of them, if the serving size of cheese is like 1/4 cup, I know I'm using far less than that. The turkey pepperoni, let's look here. 12 slices of this turkey pepperoni is 80 calories, 4 grams of fat, 1 carb, and 9 grams of protein. And I think this is probably 12 slices total, and I just cut them up using a bench scraper. So that's all relative. That's, I think, all nutrition facts that you could probably pound out as you're concocting your own recipe, okay? So again, it's very easy. Now, these have taken not very long to cool. I want to show you the crunch factor. Hear that crunch? That's an amazing crunch. They're nice and golden brown. On the flip side, oh, they taste really good if you like dust them with cooking spray and then maybe a little bit of cinnamon sugar for your kids. Those are really great treats too. Lots of things you can do with these, both sinful and non-sinful, both good choices and not so good choices. But the really great thing about this is that you have perfect portion sizes. I've taken them to work before for lunch. I have heated them up in the microwave. They don't stay as crunchy, but they are really, really good choices. And you can make anything you want. We were talking about using unseasoned ground beef and then doing like a pickle slice, some onion, some cheddar, and having like a cheeseburger theme. That'd be awesome for Super Bowl Sunday. You could do a spaghetti theme and use pasta sauce with some Parmesan cheese. That would be awesome. Anything goes when you're making the rules, so don't hesitate to take this recipe and make it your own, okay? It's great. Any other questions for you before we go back to the oven? They're probably not gonna be 100% done, but I can actually show you. These are the 2 that survived the first batch because this is what I ate for lunch. Let's see. Wait, hold on. Which one is that? Are you getting me the question? We see a lot of questions, you guys. I'm trying to address them. Sorry. Can you pre-cook the shells and store them? You can. I actually will take all of these right here and I will store them in a Ziploc bag and just make sure I've like sucked all the air out of it. Here, let me get a Ziploc bag. I will demonstrate. I will take one for the team. And then we'll address the next question since there's lots of, oh, it's not a question? Okay. All right, you can put your leftover shells in here, and I just make sure that I get as much air out as I can. And then I put those in the cupboard. Just make sure you're not crushing them or anything. So the wontons, good question. Let's circle back to the wontons. They cook for 6 minutes at 350. You're gonna take them out after 6 minutes, and then you're gonna spray them lightly again, like I had showed you. And then you're gonna put them in for another 3. That can vary by your oven. I have perfected my method using my oven. So 6 minutes and then 3 more minutes after that. And here, let's take a look. Whoops, say those because I talked too much. They get very, very well done, very, very quick. I think my oven in the back, they get more well done. And then in the front, because the front ones, ooh, hot. The front ones look just fine. It's the back ones that look a little dark. All right, so let's take these bad boys out and I will show you how they are. I'm coming. All right. Voila. You could spray with olive oil for sure, but then you're upping the calorie content. So whatever works for you is definitely what you can certainly do that. But here we go. Here's our pizza and here's our taco cups. Now, the one thing I want to do now, I'm pretty fancy, but on my taco cups, I'm gonna put a little bit of, this is not sour cream, it's Greek yogurt, and I'm drizzling it on with my little tool. I'm coming. More questions? What spray do you use? Good question. I use good old cooking spray. You know, I've used olive oil too. It really just depends on what I want to do as far as calories or whatnot. But you can do whatever works for you. All right, so here is our taco cup, complete with non-fat plain Greek yogurt in place of sour cream, which is absolutely delicious. I'm going in. And I'm messy. It's great, you guys. It's a taco. It is definitely a taco. Yeah, Pam makes, they do make a really good olive oil version. This is a Pampered Chef tool. It's actually meant for like drizzle, like chocolate drizzle, but I have found another way to use it with sour cream and Greek yogurt. And it's just because I'm a self-acclaimed Pampered Chef addict that I use that. But you can put a dollop on there however you want. You can probably look on Amazon for a drizzling tool as well and find something. I just happen to have my Pampered Chef one. So that's the scoop. What do you guys think? Wait, more questions is what I'm told. When we're looking at questions, focus on food. Do I have a cookbook for us? Oh, that is a great question. Yes and no. I'm in the process of compiling all of my original recipes, and I really do appreciate you asking. I do not have an ebook or a full-fledged cookbook available for purchase yet. If you see any ads on my Bariatric Tips Facebook page asking you to buy a cookbook or click a link, that is a scam. It is fake. So far, as of now, all of my recipes on my Facebook page are free for you to use as you please. You can do a keyword search on our Facebook page up at the top where the spyglass is. So you could type in the word wonton and you'll have all the hits that come up with wonton. You can type in chicken, you can type in chili, you could type in protein. So as of right now, I do not have that, but stay tuned because that is definitely in process. It's definitely something I'm working on, okay? We've got more questions. Hold on. Thanks so much. Do you prefer the square pan or the regular muffin? You know what? Either of them work absolutely fine. I actually prefer the square pan because I like how I can, basically square to square, it kind of works a little bit better and you're looking at more surface area. So I do prefer that, but I have no problem making them in either one. So it works. It's whatever works for you, for sure. More questions. Can you make more dessert ideas too? Yes, and I will tell you what I have done before. You can actually buy, I haven't bought it in a long time, but you can buy powdered loaf. You can buy some sort of sugar substitute, powdered sugar, and I like to use those. I make sugar-free vanilla pudding, and I kind of make this into a parfait, and you can top it with pudding and maybe a few sugar-free chocolate chips, and it is to die for. Maybe just like a teaspoon of rainbow sprinkles just to make it look amazing. Lots of things that you can do with wonton wrappers for sure. As soon as I make that again, I'll make a point to make that this week because I got a lot of wonton wrappers here, so no problem. And as soon as I can get that done, I'll do a TikTok video and I will post it on our Facebook page, okay? It's great. It's a really versatile tool. I think that crunching is one of the things that as bariatric patients, we think that we're gonna not have that ability anymore. Crunching is such a huge, important thing to feel like you're having what you want and for it to be decadent. And so it's really important to me that I came up with recipes that can help support that desire. So I'm not quite sure. I know that we've got a lot of, I've got a lot of episodes coming up. I had to move things around, so I'm not 100% sure what we're going to be doing next Sunday for bariatric tips, but I will certainly let you know. And if you have any questions about any of the gadgets, ingredients, anything about the recipe, anything that you want, make sure that you post it to our Bariatric Tips Facebook page or this feed. You can certainly do that. I will make sure that I look at the replay and address all your questions if I haven't already. I appreciate you being here today so much so. It was a lot of fun. I love the engagement. I love the questions. This is something I'm very passionate about. I want you guys to not feel like you have to be stressed out to go to the grocery store. It should be an adventure. It should be part of the journey to experience new things and have fun walking the aisles in search of things that you can try that make you feel like you are a human being and you don't have to be deprived. Just because we have had bariatric surgery, just because you're on a wellness journey, doesn't mean you can't have this or that. The truth is, as long as you're making good decisions and using your journey for you, you are going to be successful. So find joy in your journey. And one of the ways we find joy is with the beautiful, bright colored food that we buy. Have fun in the grocery store. And joy also means jubilance over yourself. Celebrate yourself, okay? Because you are totally worth it. Have yourself a great night. Happy Saturday. Bye-bye.